Nano, nano. Welcome to the Royal Gypsy Head. This is Rafa Mama coming to you live center stage here to do my daily tarot for universal energies for the next 24 hours. Since it is the second, this is going to be for today, our bedtime meditation, and for the next 24 hours into the 3rd of October 2018. So I got my hair did today. It looks so much better in person than what I'm seeing in this reflection here. But I like it. I like it a lot. No music today. I'm just going to hop right to it. And I got to get to my kid, to my child, my wonderful child. So this is the meditation for the 2nd through the 3rd of October. I will be starting to do actual astrology videos instead of just the tarot pretty soon here. Ooh, love. Okay, so for those of us who have questions about love, the reason why it hasn't transpired yet is because we're still dealing with our poverty and scarcity consciousness. We're still dealing with our illusions and delusions of what is love. We're still dealing with that, burdens on our shoulders, and we're still dealing with the harmonization of learning how to harmonize masculine and feminine energies. Strength comes up. Education, interesting. And flying. Okay, which does make perfect sense for the Chariots card that came up. So let me go in order. We have the 10 of Cups, which is Mars in Cancer in Pisces. Hello, Mr. Martinez. Okay, and that's in reverse. The next card that we have is the Lover's card. Hot and steamy. The next card we have is the Chariots, and the moon is in Cancer, I believe. Let me validate that real quick. Yes, it is still in Cancer, 18 degrees, universal time. Let me go back to my YouTube screen here. Okay. Cancer. So we have we're talking about, the perfect, fulfilling situation based upon the onlooker's perspective, right? It's not looking in the inside of the house, it's from outside and toward, right? And that's in reverse. And so that's kind of like a warning of what are your expectations and what are your, I think that boils it down. What are your expectations? And what are your ideals that aren't necessarily real, realistic, right? Then we have after that the Lover's card, which to me is dealing with partnerships and love and harmony with the dolphins in the water, with people that you collaborate with. The Chariots comes in, which talks about victory and fast forward movement. Okay, but that's the top row. Then we have the bottom row, which has the Page of Pentacles, which is right underneath. It's in reverse, right underneath that 10 of Cups. Okay, so kind of like these misperceptions or disillusions, are the cause of new manifestations that maybe we didn't quite want to see it that way. It's not what we desired, but it's because our perspective is wrong. And so we keep producing the same kind of thing. The next card that comes up is the Ten of Swords. And so this is the type of thing, the type of love, the type of manifestation that we've been producing is the Ten of Swords, where we're feeling burdened. We're feeling like we have no help. We're still feeling lonely, like we're doing it alone, And then we have the Five of Pentacles in reverse, which is actually good because this is more talking about the releasing of those old, ways of thinking and those old ways of feeling about love, right? So from there, we have the Strength card, which I showed you guys, the Education card, and then Flying. So it's kind of like as we really learn more about ourselves too, and as we really learn more about our partners, as we take the time to be clear on who we're dealing with and who we are and what we truly ultimately desire, and are those things really in alignment, when we actually take the time to not move forward too quickly, right? The way that the Chariot suggests that we have, in the past, where it's like we do get what we wanted in the temporary, right, moment, in that moment, but it wasn't necessarily what we want in the long run. And that's why we keep getting stuck in these ruts, because we're thinking about the now, or we have, in the past. I'm going to pull the Wisdom card. So this is just the meditation for the next 24 hours of how do you approach love. Sacred Union comes up in reverse, partnership, romance, and right? That really goes along with the reversal here. So it's still a promising thing, as we're continuously learning, as we take our time. Angelic help in reverse. Do you ever pray and ask Spirit for divine appointments to come your way? I think sometimes we hope for something, but we don't ask for help, right? It's like we have this picture, this desire, and yet we're not very specific about when we ask for help, down to the type of person that we are looking to partnership with. It doesn't have to be all love, but we're talking about, or romantic, but we're talking about soulmate type situations. Now, the Well Watcher, Wisdom, Power of the Divine, it seems like we just really aren't clear yet on what we truly want. Because this is a warning to be careful about what you wish for, that you will get what you want. It's in alignment with the rest of the reading, really. We desire so much, and yet we have no clarity. And that's what has to come first. And with that, we are guaranteed to take off and fly, baby. But don't take off too quickly. Don't put the cart before the horse. Take your time to get the information and the education that you need, and don't rush due to scarcity, like thinking that you might miss out if you don't jump on the boat, And then releasing and surrender. It's just our place right now to get clarity. That's really all it boils down to. Anything that we are uncertain about, anything that we feel doubtful of ourselves about, anything where, we worry about if it's really going to manifest or not, we got to let that go. We got to release it. So with that being said, thank you so much for joining me. And that is kind of the contemplation of the next 24 hours, is just not worrying about how it's all going to transpire. We know we have to do our due diligence. We know we have to gather information, gather resources, blah, blah, but at the end of the day, doing your best, doing your part, and not worrying about and releasing everything that does not belong to you, as far as the burden belongs to the Lord, right? To Spirit, to your Creator, to your guide, to your angels to take care of. And you got this, my friends. Until next time, nanu nanu, and peace be unto you. Thank you for joining me. Make sure that you've subscribed and follow me on Instagram, Rafa Mama. Make sure you go to my website if you would like a private reading more tailored to you. I'm so glad that it resonated for you. rafahouse.com is my website. Check it out. I will be producing a half off or a coupon, almost half off deal for the rest of the year, and then it's back to normal. So make sure you take advantage. I do have memberships as well, and those will be on the discount. Okay. Later. Stay tuned. Thank you for joining me. Make sure you check out your sun, moon, and rising videos for this week if you have not yet done so. And see you soon.